Oh, we're stuck. What do we do now? Right! The second thing I have ever made on my lathe and milling machine, possibly, don't know yet, is this brake sliding pin. And this is the reason why. So, wish me luck. Hello and welcome back. Now, I've got this caliper slide pin to make. And I mean, it's only brakes. It's not as if it's important on a car. Is it?
Do you have the right steel?
No.
Do you have the skill?
No.
Do you at least have the right tools?
No.
Well then how are you going to do it?
Right, I'm going to have to get everything all out. Oh, actually, before I do that, I brought some new tools. I brought some new tools for this job. Now, if you follow my main channel, you know, and I get a lot of grief for this because I always buy expensive tools because expensive tools are good, they last, and all that sort of stuff. So there is no difference to what I've done with this job because I know it's very important. I have brought the best of pure Chinesium. So I didn't have a set of calipers. So I bought a plastic set of calipers for €12 because, you know, at least it measures. Then I thought, well, I've got a few taps and dies, but I've got no holder. And then I saw a holder and it also comes with some taps, €9. Again, look, just fantastic. Then I was like, might need some little files as well. And I was like, oh, there's some little files there. €2.50. I mean, I think with these, we can make this. Why not? At the end of the day, it's not my car. I'm not driving it. Okay, you know the drill. My lathe is over there. I'm going to have to drag it all out. My milling machine is just there. I want to use that, but I don't have the right tools for that to do the flats, and my vise isn't great, like it's all damaged, you see from my previous video. So I might have to end up just using the lathe and then doing the flats on the 2x72 belt sander. Don't know yet, because I think I need them blocks that you put a part in and you can turn it like the square blocks. You can turn it 180 degrees. So I get the two flats perfect if I use it on the mill. But I don't think my vise will hold it properly because it's damaged. So if I make the piece perfectly, the vise could twat it out and then, yeah. And there's a couple of flats on this thing. So as you can see, we've got a flat here and a flat there. Now we only really need one flat. So we don't need it really directly opposite, so that's okay. And then there's two flats in here, and they do line, actually no, I was about to say, where's the three flats? There's three flats on there, if you can see that. I don't know if it's showing up through. And what I might be able to do with that is just get it on the grinder and go zzz, zzz, zzz. It's only to allow a little bit of the grease to come past as this is sliding in and out. So again, these aren't really vital that they have to be completely spaced properly. This is also a Japanese fine thread. I don't have one of them. So I'm going to have to just tap it with a normal bolt. Also, I don't have the right tap for this because with a tap, there's actually 3 different taps for one size. You've got a starter, like a middle and an end. So the starter one has no thread right at the end. This is a blind hole. This is threaded all the way to the end. I can't do that. Yeah, it's just a lot I can't do. Let's give it a go. why it's doing that. I was wondering why it was moving away from it, because that's not bloody square. Using a power feed there. It's not the right tool for this. Oh, I got the wrong tool. Right, hopefully this button insert is the right tool. The answer is no. Right, I wasn't recording. I kind of faced it off good enough for what I need. And I got a different tool. What I want to do now is just measure this, roughly get it out enough so I can machine it without any issues. So this is just going to be roughly, get it out there, put it in there. That gives me, yeah, that gives me enough room. So tighten this. We will create create a center hole, and then we'll machine. Right. Hopefully we can now machine. I don't know if this is the right tool. We're going to try it. Seems very wobbly. I want to do just roughly mark this so I know where I'm going. Ah! Right. Now I'm just feeding this by hand at the minute. Surface isn't great, but I'll maybe power feed it afterwards. What I'm going to do is, because this has to come down a hell of a lot, as you can see, I'm not going to record all this because I'm just shaving bits off. So let me get a lot further down, then I'll turn the camera back on. Right, we are getting somewhere. Load of chips, as you can see. Now what I've been doing is, or what I've just done is, the biggest measurement I need inside this, actually I'm really lucky because the actual stock that I'm using is exactly the same. It's just I need to put the flats in. But this is the biggest measurement here. So what I thought I'd try and do is see if I could hit it down here. Because if I can hit it down here, I'm not going to go too low down here. And it's basically, what was it, 15 millimeters. So I'm going to now put this all the way across to 15 millimeters. Then I know I can then come back. This is 13 millimeters and I haven't measured this yet. So that's what I need to do. Now I had to slightly poke out the tool a bit more because the cross slide was hitting the tailstock, so she's squealing a bit. She's a bit deliverance, but you know, we'll have to just pull it out for the time being. One thing I am happy about is the actual finish. I seem to get in a fairly kind of decent finish considering everything. I've been spraying some knockoff WD-40 on it to kind of cool it down. I know we're nowhere near the measurement, but I'm just going to check. Yeah, we still need to go. So I'm just going to take my time, go nice and slowly, try and hit my first measurement. Close. Oh yeah, I might just stand a bit. Oh yes, I've hit my first measurement. What I need to do now is I need to take some measurements so I don't go too far. So if I go from there to there is 10.5 mil. So I need to make a mark here, but I do not go past there. Right, I'm going to leave that for the minute because I know we're more or less on measurement, and I'm going to work my way up to here, which is, let's get the round part, which is 9.8 mil, and we are at the minute, we are 15.1 because we were just sanding that. So we've got to go down a few mil. Again, I'm going to do that off camera and then we'll work out all things on this side. I'm proud of myself. The first ever measurement I've hit on my lathe. Fair enough. Only the second ever thing I've made though. Right, I need 9.9 and I'm quite close, I think. Oh no, I'm not. I'm at 12 mil. I thought I was close, that's why I turned the camera back on. We'll do a pass on camera. Oh! I found out I can turn this thing so I can pull my tool back and we don't squeak as much. This cross slide or tool post slide thing. I figured that out. Because I kept having to stick this out too far because I was hitting that and I was like, this is making way too much noise. It's not great. Don't like it. Right, we're at 10.9. So, how are we? Oh, what's happened there? Yeah, so I'm going to sand this now. See if we can get close to final dimension. I don't know if it's cheating, but Hey ho, if it is, it is. $10.8. So I don't think we're going to get all that sand in. Right, we can take it. Get off. Here's the carrier. Oh, what a fit. Oh yeah, I like that. That's a nice fit. Take a tiny bit more off. Once that gets some grease on it, just put a bit of lube on it for the crack and see. Oh, butter. Absolute butter, people. That is awesome. That's the second measurement I've ever hit, but only the second thing I've ever made. So right, so now we know we've got that. I now need to make this little ridge now in the middle, and I've got an idea how to do that. So my plan is to use a parting tool, because my parting tool, where is it? Where's my parting tool? Here's my parting tool, and that, where's the pin gone? This pin, or this parting tool, literally is the same thickness. That parting tool is the same thickness of that, so I just go in enough until we get that lip. There we go. I think at the minute we are at 15, and we need to be, these calipers won't fit, balls. Is it the same thickness of this, which is 12.9? So this is 12.9. So let's change the tool, parting tool, and we'll go in there 12.9. Problem is, I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna have to straighten up my old slidey thing now. That's 0. Do I need this thing on? I suppose it's no harm. Can I fit in there? That's the issue. And the answer is no. But if I make that bigger, so if I come to say here, lock that there, put that there, and I can come in then. Hey! Now! Let's give this a go. Very good. Oh, that was fluke. 12.9. Now what we need to do is figure out how thick that is and then start coming down here. So that little thing there is roughly 2.5 millimeters. So I need 2.5 mil from there, which is, where's my pen? 2.5 mil is a little lip, so that is full of fluid. 2.5 mil is right there. So I now need to move that out of the way. So what do we need? 12.9. And at the minute we are at 13.8. Need a mil off. $13. Right. $13 will actually be good enough because this doesn't stick inside the caliper. This just 12.9. Oh, we have the slidey thing. Actually, that's a bit too thick. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. We can sort that out. We can sort that out. Right, I'm going to test it with the rubber now because that's where the rubber sits. Look at that! Hold on. So we get this in here, rubber goes over that lip like that, and then it holds. Look! Look at that! Oh, awesome! Wow! Well proud of myself. Now we've got to do the flat bit and then tap it and thread it and all that, which that's going to be an issue. That could be where I completely fuck up. But so far we've got a pin. What I want to do is just get you a bit closer so you can see that the rubber fits over that there like that. And then this is designed as the pin goes in and out not to fall off. There's a really good, I have to really pull it. So that pin Absolutely focus. Absolutely perfect. I'm well proud of that. Awesome. Right. Now shove this end in. And shove it in like that. Now we need to part this off. So I've got the parting tool on, which is good. This is the thickness. Oh, it's the exact thickness of the parting tool. So if I go in like that, and then make a little mark, slide that across to the mark, and there we go. Right, part off. Lovely chatter. Before we worry about chatter, you see, that is, you can see what that's doing. Perfect. There we go. And sorry, chatter. This work. There we go. Work. Yeah. Actually, I need to get out of there. Start there. There's a lip on that. I'll change it. I'll take it. I'll get that. So, right now. I'm sorry, mate, just keep going. Actually, let's go to it. I'm gonna go that. Oh!
You okay?
Yep. I think we might have to cut that off now. Seems to have gone a bit wonky. And out we're back. So let's just get that back. Oh, we're stuck. What do we do now? Bagger. She's stuck. I was just about to stop and snap that off because I thought, sure, I'll be able to snap that off now. Ah, yeah, no biggie. No smalls. No biggie. Oh, that's not even tight. Alright, we'll snap that off and face it. And yeah, we'll drill and tap it. Okay, we are ready to center punch it now. All I've done is I've recreated that little kind of washer on there, which is 16.6 mil, which when you put this on here, 16.6 mil. So now I've got to center punch this, center drill, and then we can hopefully tap it and do a little bit of cleaning up on it. too big of a what size is it? Oh yeah, should be fine. Right. I've now got to figure out how far that hole is down. There's no depth gauge on this. So I'm going to have to do it very scientifically with a straw from my can of knockoff WD-40. And it's about that deep. About that deep. Right, let me just get some taps and stuff and get a few things ready, and then yeah, we'll see what we can do. 6.8mm drill bit, and it's the only one I've got, and it's as blunt as anything. So that's not good even in itself. Right. Let's get my scientific-o-meter out, which is there, which is not enough. Oh, more or less bang on. It's going to go a tiny bit more. Oh, leave that off. Leave that on. Now, right, that is me hole drilled. So then, that is, I might have to go a tad more just because of, I can't because of the way it is. And thinking about it, that is the first ever hole I've drilled on a lathe. God, we're getting all the firsts today. Well, second thing I made, but very precise that. Right, I've got no tap follower, no anything. So what I might have to do is cut this one down because it's only a really, no, this one's a slightly better one. The one that's in this is not the one from the set. But what I might have to do is cut the one in the set down so I've got a couple more threads. That's going in. Oh, this is not going to work. Fuck. And this is important. I don't want to fuck the last thing up. Let me get this in a vise. As you can see, I've just still got crap everywhere. I haven't got this vise made a stand for it yet or anything, but we've got it started. Right, that's now bottomed out. So what I'm going to do, just because the whole set was only €6, I'm going to cut. I haven't said that. No, I can see at the bottom. It's missing, you know, 3 threads, which is a lot. So what I'm going to do is get the M8 out of this one, which is this one, and I'm going to cut the bottom of it off. So I'm going to cut, I guess I'm going to cut the bottom of it off so it starts threading like basically straight away, and then it will start threading This is a slightly better tap, so I don't want to do this one, but I don't mind destroying that one. I'll do that off camera. Right, so as you can see, that's the starter tap. You can see it's missing like the first 3 to 4 threads. This one I cut, and it was essentially threading straight away once I sunk this one down. We now have, you see down there, let's just turn the light on. Maybe the light will show better. No, but we have threads. So we have threads all the way down there now. If I screw this in all the way, and there we go. It is made. All I got to do now is flatten off one edge, which I was going to do in the mill. The problem is I don't have the blocks to put it in, and for my other video you'll see my vise is damaged. So what I'm going to do for the end, you can see there's 2 flats on it. I'm just going to take that to the grinder and I'm just going to grind them flats. What's the most important thing we do before we grind?
LED lights!
Boom! There we go. LED lights. Follow the full build on. Hold on, why has it gone off? There we go. Follow the full build on this bad boy. Okay, so we really only need 1 flat, to be honest. Little file just to clean off the dirt. Tiny bit off, but nothing to worry about. All that is, it's only to get a spanner on it. So if it's spinning, you can get a spanner on it and screw the nut down. That's all it's really for. It's not for anything else. So I'm a tiny bit off, but that's okay. Most important thing is we need to get, as you can see, I still actually need to take more off that, more off this lip here, and just shove, or not shove, but just take. I'm going to do this now. I didn't think of that, did I? Right, I'm proud of myself. Well, I am if I find the pins, but I wish I had the few blocks and stuff for my milling machine, because then I wouldn't have to have done all the grinding on the belt sander, because I did mess up slightly, but it's not going to affect anything. I was actually proud of myself that, look, I've grinded, well, that looked quite bad there, but believe me, all these, look how good that is. That and that, all the things I just hand grind, put it in there. I've met all the measurements, which is unreal. The only thing I did fuck up slightly on, see this flat here, just went a bit too far. It's not a problem because this is where it sits into the caliper, so this is where all the kind of, if there's any pressure, is here, not on here. Like I said, this is just to put a spanner on it, so if the whole thing is turning, it's no big deal. But it slots in there just like butter, absolutely solid. Once the grease goes in there, I'm really happy with it. So this is the first bit that I have properly made that especially is, like, you know, for a proper purpose. And And yeah, it took me a long time, but you know, well happy with myself.